everybody out there in live chat land. This is Douglas Block. It is the 1st of December. Oh my God, where did 2019 go? 2012. No, I wish it would. Oh my God, did you see that hummingbird, Joan? It's got red wings. We put up these bird feeders last week, including a hummingbird theater, and oh my God, we've been blessed by so many cool birds. Anyway, here's a bite of my banana. Well, where did 2019 go? On the first day, you're supposed to say, rabbit, rabbit. That's what I'm doing. Good luck for the month. Rosie Bangle, Tawak Fire, Andrea M., cold in UK today. Yeah, I'm wearing my jersey. Just worked out. I've been riding even in this cold weather. Taco Platter, snowing hard in Canada. What's the humming? Probably the computer. Sorry about that. Wait, maybe I'll turn down the sound a little bit. Hold on. Yeah, we need a sound engineer in this place, don't we? Testing 1, 2. That better? Here we are. Well, if it's the humming, it's the machine. Sorry about that. All right, welcome to live chat number 142. Christine Askins, haven't heard from you before. Yvain Christ, Cheryl Daniel, of course, you're getting the holiday blues. Yeah, we'll join the club. So let's talk about that. Of course, from Denmark, sorry for my bad spelling, don't worry about it. Chris Kaiser made it. So, James D, 2 things. We just had Thanksgiving. Did you all have a good Thanksgiving? And 1, I want to hear what you're grateful for. If you tell me something that is inspiring, I will send you a copy of my chart, which of course I don't know. Yes, I have. Self-care activities to improve your mood. Just tell me something you're grateful for, and how are we going to do with the holiday blues, especially those of us who don't have family nearby in America, and or maybe the UK, and everybody's getting together and having fun, and we feel very isolated. Turn it back up, please. Okay, I will. There you have it. The hummingbird, yes. First time watching your streams, can't wait. Well, here you are, Junior Mendoza. Ask away, ask a question. I'm like the Wizard of Oz. Just ask me anything. Pay no attention to the man behind the microphone. All right, let's take a deep breath. So, can you be grateful even when you're in the middle of the depressive episode? Let me know what you guys think. I did a video on that years ago. It's been quite popular. Can you be grateful while you were depressed? Yes. Here's what I was grateful for, 96, 97. I had a roof over my head, I had gas in the car, and I had food in the cupboards. 3 things. Anthony Olson, MJ Brooklyn, Jason Kluo. Okay, better. Yep, now it's better. Okay, so you're grateful for your mommy. Okay, right. Just signed up for the gym 5 minutes from my house. I'm grateful for you doing that. Where's Muhammad? He hasn't made it yet. Who knows? Hopefully he's still okay, Anthony. So, can we be grateful when we're depressed? If so, why or how? Secondly, Taco Platter, your normal $5 Canadian. Thanks for recommending Brain Lock. I finally understand obsessive thinking is OCD. Needs to be treated reframing. Very good, Taco. Could you explain that to the rest of the people out there? Because there are so many people out there who have OCD tendencies. Rosie Bangle, nice to see you. I'm grateful for you too, MJ Brooklyn. I hope you live in Brooklyn. Sandra, nice to see you again. Hi, everyone. I went to the gym 3 times. The program is off. Remember, 2 weeks ago, you couldn't get off the living room couch? Look at you now. Mobius Zero. Oh, you're a racist. Well, okay. We all have a little bit of that in us. Taco has gone early. You mean he's left? Nice, Sandra. At least you know it, Sandra. Hey, BB. You're new here. Well, I love your initials. I'm DB. Hello, BB. Anyway, we are here to talk about all things having to do with mental health recovery. Remember, we are here to provide educational information only and not to treat or diagnose any mental health condition. For that, you need to see your mental health professional, but we do give information. And above all, we encourage community, because by helping each other, look, this is AA. Let's call it DA, okay? Here it is. Okay, I've given a name for this live chat. Ready, guys? Here it is. You tell me what you think, okay? Except I can't spell. How is this for the name for this live chat? There it is, Depressives Anonymous. Everybody's anonymous here, right? You've all got YouTube names. No one really says their real name. Most of you, almost all of you. Hey, you're back, Mohammed. Nice to see you. I always have a bad time at Christmas as I am on my own without family. That's it, Rosie Bang. Well, I moved to Oregon in 1974 before half of you were born. I had no family here. David Holden, oh my goodness, where have you been in my life, David? From the UK. David is one of our great supporters in live chat, by the way. I haven't made this hitch in a while, and this is a dirty piece of paper, but www.patreon.com, type in my name. You can be an ongoing crowdfunding member of this station. How can we help ourselves around Christmas? Well, stay in contact with people you trust. If you don't have any friends nearby, maybe you can FaceTime or chat or Skype them, or just call them over the phone. And keep up the self-care. Make sure you're getting enough sleep, exercise, and your diet is well. Okay. Thank you for your support. I'm not okay, mate. Yes, Mohammed, it takes a long time to get through depression. I understand. Senator, maybe talk to people you're scared of. Face your fear. That's a good idea. You have to think of obsessive thinking as a movie. The brain draws its own conclusions. The danger happens when you get sucked in. You need to know you're able to rewrite the ending. Taco, you should be a therapist. Very nice. Well, Mobius, if you had a bad experience, just chalk it up and just let it go. Hey, Lazy Eye Ranch. Hi, y'all. I'm not sure how long I'll be able to stay. My internet was wiped out by the storm Thursday. Using cell phone data. It's been a crazy week, feeling overwhelmed. Lazy Eye, I want to go to Palm Springs with a good friend of mine to get out of the Oregon cold. How far are you from Palm Springs, and can you recommend a nice place to stay? Poor sunlight can lower your mood. Of course, that's why these depressives live in Alaska, Scandinavia, UK, Seattle, Portland. That's why we need light boxes here. I need to bring my light box next time. So a couple of questions. What are you grateful for? Haven't heard that. What do you do during the holiday blues? And thirdly, how do you combat winter depression, seasonal affective disorder, SAD? And four, how can you contribute to this live chat station? Well, just click on the $ below, and you can donate from 99 cents up. Yeah, isolate instant, try again. Now, I find Asians very polite and very nice. I mean, I don't believe in stereotyping anything. So here's the greatest anti-racist statement ever. Martin Luther King Jr. from the I Have a Dream speech, right? I pray that one day my children will be judged not by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. Get that alliteration? Not by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. That's the only way we can judge. We shouldn't judge anybody, but evaluate anybody. Not from what they look like or what religion they have or what part of the world they come from, but are they nice? Do they have a good character? Do they treat people well? Do they have good values? That's all that matters, what's on the inside. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. Pay no attention to what's on the external. It's a lie. It's untrue. Beautiful people, rich people in Hollywood go into rehab. You can't tell anything from the exterior. Zero. All right. Overactive amygdala causes big spikes. Yes, Kevat. All right. Sorry to hear, Mama. I hope you have a therapist. Absolutely. Ellen Jones, grateful I'm able to keep moving even though my anxiety and depression. Excellent, Ellen. Just keep on moving. Keep going through hell. When you're going through hell, keep going, said Winston Churchill. And I stole from him. I'm grateful that my DPDR is completely gone. Wow. Nice work, Taco. Anyway, here's my takeoff on Winston Churchill. When going through hell, don't stop. A Survivor's Guide to Overcoming Anxiety and Clinical Depression. Anybody who contributes $5 or more, today will get a free copy of that ebook, which I'm actually going to try to get republished now by a really cool publisher in the United States called New Harbinger Press. Wish me luck. Wednesday Adams, I've just discovered your channel. I have lived with depression and anxiety since I was single digits. That means 10 or below. I have multiple autoimmune diseases. My quality of life is awful. I can't see the light. Well, how old are you now? And it does get better. You're probably too young to really, be able to see the big picture yet. So you need to hang in there one day at a time. What are you doing? Who are you seeing? What kind of help are you reaching out for? That's what I want to know. Okay, Sana, let's see what you have to say here. Douglas, how long had you been depressed before it was concluded that your depression was treatment resistant? Oh, I'll tell you that right now. It was about I got depressed in that episode, November of '96, and by the time May came along, that's 7 months, the doctor said, we give up, antidepressants won't work for you. But it was not resistant to prayer. I went to a affirmative prayer group in July, and I got completely healed in 90 days. So just because drugs don't work, there are other ways to get better. But yeah, after about 7 months, they just threw up their hands. But I still got well. Sometimes it's just about moving. Yes, Sandra, you need to go ahead and Ellen, you need to go ahead and look at my video. I'd rather be depressed and lying than, let's try it again. Deep breath. I'd rather be depressed and walking around than lying in bed doing nothing. You like my Reach the Beach shirt? You know, the American Lung Association is a really good charity if you know anybody who has emphysema or breathing problems. In the meantime, here's something that was given to me 2 years ago. The Laugh Out Loud Jokes for Kids. Open it up. Why did the pony get sent to his room without supper? He wouldn't stop horsing around. These are really bad, aren't they? Who falls asleep during a bullfight? I don't like bullfights. I think it's cruelty to animals, but some people fall asleep. You know who they are? Bulldozers. Boy, that's a 5-year-old joke. Someone tell me a better joke, will you? All right. Patty Brady from Ireland. Hey, Douglas videos helped me when I was going through really bad depression from an antidepressant. I had all the symptoms of Douglas. It was pure hell. Medicine can be so dangerous. Yes, but Patty Brady, how are you doing now? Because the body can heal. The brain is neoplastic, okay? You love Churchill, of course. He saved the Western Hemisphere. And you're probably from the UK also. He also had really bad depression. For a free copy of my chart right here. What did Winston Churchill call his depression? He had a name for it. Raise your hand, you Brits. Let me know what it is. Virtuous woman. Hey, happy Doug Nation. Happy Sunday. Yes. Where are you from, Virtuous? Are you from California? I keep forgetting. And what about that nice woman who's from Virginia, whose name I've forgotten? Susan McDonald. I guess I haven't forgotten it. All right. Marco Antov. Hi, Doug. I'm from Germany. So glad you exist. Well, that makes my cat Bruce is glad I exist too. Otherwise, he'd be up Schitt's Creek without a paddle. All right. That was from Catch 22. I need your opinion about something that I still didn't receive an answer for. Well, ask me right now and I'll do my best. And there's lots of people in Germany who are really smart. I'm sure you could go to too. How do I make friends without social skills? German New York girl. How about the person who got picked up by a cab at the airport and she asked the cabbie, hey, how do I get to Carnegie Hall? He said, practice, practice. Carnegie Hall is a very prestigious concert hall in New York City. So practice, practice, German New York girl. When I went to college, I was petrified of women. I just I walked along the quadrangle and just stopped and spoke to random women saying, hey, that's an interesting textbook on geology. How do you like your class? Or, yeah, what do you think of Professor so-and-so? I just forced myself to interact. It's called exposure. But the best thing to do is to find a therapist who treats social anxiety. You can learn social skills. Kabat, what the heck? Kabat tank, Mobius. That's what I feel like, yes. Hey, all lazy academic. Yeah, it sounds like some people I know in college. Jason Clulo, German New York girl, if you can talk, you have social skills. Absolutely. I like your sweater. Is that a weightlifter on your sweater? You're not talking about me, are you? This is not a sweater. This is a jersey. This is Reach the Beach. This is a 104-mile ride to Pacific City from Portland that I used to do all the time when I was a little bit fitter. So it's a bike jersey. Even though it's 40 degrees in Portland, I run hot. Yvain Christ, how do you keep going when you don't know if you're going to hell or nothing is real? Like it's all simulation, you must wake up instead of trying to go on? I'm not quite sure what you're saying, but you might have depersonalization, derealization if you think that nothing is real. Have you gone to a mental health professional, psychiatrist, psychologist who specializes in that? First, you have to know what it is you're experiencing. Anthony Nelson, Muhammad, I left life several times. to new there and medications. Unfortunately, it takes quite a lot of time to figure out the right combination. Yes, you nearly left life several times. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. If you left and come back, we'd have to interview you for Oprah Winfrey. No, I'm on the break of taking my own life myself. It's very, very, very scary. So Anthony, you're feeling better. What was it that helped you out? Lazy Eye Ranch says, I'm 30 miles from Palm Springs, don't know hotels, I'm too poor to know about that. I check reviews, most places are really nice. It's really cold right now, even had snow near Palm Springs, yes. But what's it like in Palm Springs? Should somebody look up on their iPhone, which I forgot to bring with me? What is the current temperature in Palm Springs, California? And by the way, nobody answered my question. You Brits, what did Winston Churchill call his depression? 15 minutes in the hour, 58 people watching. It's a lovely Sunday in Portland. The rain has let up. I might go riding with my friend Thelonious, named after Thelonious Month, in 40-degree weather. We'll call after the live chat. Meanwhile, there's three now beautiful goldfinches outside my window, feeding my sunflower seeds. You know these things are going to cost me about $200 a month, these birds? Robert Jenkson, nice to hear from you again. Hi, Doug. I'm doing a bit better this week. I went to the gym 2 weeks in a row. I'm writing who I am in a journal, stating I'm good. I got therapy starting this week. Wow. This is called self-care. This is called self-care. Everybody, 1, 2, 3, self-care. I'm going to write it down. This is what we need to do. We can't depend on the doctor. We can't depend on the psychiatrist. We have to take care of ourselves and use them, of course, as important parts of our recovery process. Of course, anybody who is his own doctor has a fool for a physician. But in between office visits, we need to practice good self-care skills. Sleep, exercise, diet, positive affirmations, treating yourself well, spirituality, everything on my my diagram. Okay, Lazy, Robert, Ellen. Crazy Geezer Productions. Was ECT a last resort for you, Doug? Yes, it was. Like it is for many people in January 2016 when nothing else worked, just like with my mother, and it brought me back. Wang Commuters. Aren't you running for president? During the holidays, if you have no place to go to an AA meeting, even if you're not an alcoholic. This type of brotherhood and positive feeling will lift your mood. Very good, Wang Computers. Excellent idea. Yes, some of my group members have gone to AA meetings just to be in community. Have you ever been to one? All right. What else is happening here? Wednesday Adams. I'm 36. I've had a therapist for 10 years, but my anxiety has crippled me. I can't enjoy anything. My cardio told me I can't take SRIs due to my heart condition. Huh. Do you have a real physical heart condition? Wow. Well, look, if you email me, douglasblog@gmail.com, I will send you a 85-page slideshow on anxiety that I have been using for a long time that will help you. Send me this email, douglasblog@gmail.com, and I will send you the slideshow. Also, there's a woman whose name I'm forgetting. She's Australian. Somebody remind me of her name. She does very good. Claire Weeks. Yes, she has very good videos on anxiety. Claire Weeks for anxiety. K-A-N-X-I-E-T-Y. And I also have a video that is very helpful to many people that you can look at. How to rewire your anxious brain. By the way, I'm taking a collection right now for the Douglas Block Bird Feeding Fund. They are here nonstop. I go through a half a gallon of sunflower seeds every day. So send your contributions to the Douglas Block Bird Feeding Fund, P.O. Box 3456, Portland, Oregon 97208. Don't send anything. There is no such thing as a bird feeding fund. But boy, they are hungry little critters. Clewiston, is that Florida? Hey, I need some of my green tea right here. Sorry. Damn, that's hot. Sandra, I am signed up with a socially awkward meetup. That's cool. Hey, Donny Issue, nice to see you in France tonight. Drove over this morning, staying on the French seaside. Good to see you, Sandra. I'm glad you're gymming. Riza Vedno. Can alcohol trigger depression? I was feeling kind of down the whole November. Drunk just 2 beers yesterday and immediately fell into deep despair. Wow. Well, all I know is alcohol is a depressant. Depressants lower mood, could be the case, Evidently, if it happens again, well, maybe that's a sign to stay away from alcohol. Again, you can talk to your doctor about that. I'm going to take a little lozenge here because when I talk too much, I start getting a raspy throat. Marco Antov, in the summer of 2016, I've had strong panic attacks. My doctor prescribed me with Zoloft and Xanax. Then when I have started taking both medications, I've started to see extreme eye flutters. Well, have they gone away? If not, definitely talk to your doctor about it. And how's your anxiety now? Progress on the podcast, Doug. Well, I've hired somebody to start the ball rolling. I'm waiting for him to tell me what microphone to use. He's very particular. The one I'm using now, he wants me to have a better microphone. So I'm going to call him Monday. He's been spending Thanksgiving holiday with his parents. I doubt they will kick up any fuss, not for a crock like me. No, Maha, but that's not a way to talk about yourself. You're a child of spirit. You're valuable. I guarantee you, your loss, if you leave this planet, your loss will be noticed. Yes, don't suffer alone. Reach out for help, Jason. Very, very good. Be patient, one step in the right direction. Thank you, Sandra. Good advice to Anthony. And well, he's giving the advice. You're supporting Anthony. Yes, it takes time to find the right combination of things, whether it's medication or lifestyle habits or whatever it is that it takes to maintain and manage your depressive symptoms. And this is a lifetime. Hey, we talked about AA just a few minutes ago. Guess what? Depressives and alcoholics are the same in that this is a chronic condition. You don't have one cure or one incident and you're done. No, it's something that's always in the background. And still, nobody has told me what Winston Churchill called his depression. I'm going to give you about 5 more minutes and I'm going to tell you. I can't believe nobody knows. All right, so yes, don't suffer alone. Reaching out for support. I have 3 keys of mental health recovery. The first is set the intention to heal. Does anyone here do vision statements? Do you write down exactly how you want to be when you're free of depression? Your optimum mental health? You got to create a picture of it. Everything starts in the mind and then manifests in the world of form. You guys know that. The second thing is to reach out for support because nobody gets anywhere without help. You look at any great person, anybody who's achieved anything, they've stood on the shoulders of other people. And number 3, treat your symptoms using a combination of mutually supportive therapies like this chart shows. If you look, medication, physical self-care, exercise, nutrition, water intake, family, friends, CBT, prayer, you name it. You throw the, what is it called? You throw the sink at it? What does that mean when you use everything you can, like the shotgun approach? You throw the kitchen sink? Something about the kitchen sink. Anyway, Noah's thinking about rehab. He's drinking again. Right. Well, he has been thinking about rehab. I've been in contact with him. When did you last hear from him? I was just about to call him to go to lunch. Yeah, he's having a really bad time with alcohol. That is a demon, ladies and gentlemen. Has anybody ever here struggled with drug and alcohol addiction? That is tough. Have our comments stopped? Stopped where? I'm not able to leave the house. Well, yeah, that's tough. That's called agoraphobia. You probably need to you can talk to therapists over the phone. You need to reach out for help. Black Dog, you hit the nail on the head, Tina Z. I don't know where you live, but you got the question right. Just send me your email and I will send you a free copy of that chart. Travis, Minneapolis, from snowy Minneapolis, depressive winter. Me and GF love you. Please, any tips from my GF? Well, I don't know what GF means. Ask while at work, anxiety coming on for no apparent logical reason. Is that grandfather? I don't know what GF stands for, Travis, but hey, I went ahead and gave a talk in Minneapolis in 1990 for Unity Church, and I got there, it was snowing like hell. Man, oh man, I don't know how you guys do it. I moved from New York to Portland, and I'm very happy with the moderate climate. I mean, people are complaining about the cold. Hey guys, it's 38 degrees, so what? Never gets below freezing here. New York, 5 above 0. So what do you mean about have our comments stopped? I can see your comments and I'm responding to them. You live in Canada, Tina Z. Well, good for you. You know your history. Why not having a reason to live hurts? Why must you find a reason or purpose? It hurts bad physically? Well, having a purpose, having a reason to go on, helps you basically hang in there despite chronic pain and misery. Look, I wouldn't be here today if I didn't have a reason to keep on living. My partner Joan, my friends, my brother. When you're in chronic depression or chronic physical pain, it can be tough to get up every morning and say, I'm going to face the day even in the midst of this hell. So that's why reasons for living, it could be an animal, it could be something you want to do, it could be a belief that, taking your life is bad. I mean, anything you can get, it can be fear of death. Whatever it takes to hang in there, please do, because things do get better eventually. Hey, Taco and Tina both live in Canada. They both names start with T and they both live in Canada. What an amazing coincidence. Oh, GS's girlfriend. Thank you. I thought it was grandfather. What can I tell you? Now I have to go back and now I can't find. I have to find where the GF comment was. Black dog, black dog, black dog, black dog. Answer got me a lot. All right. Is sugar also depressive? It makes me really anxious, but also energetic. Well, it is a kind of it spikes your blood sugar, but then what goes up must come down. So a lot of people who are depressed crave sugar. So do people with alcoholism, because the number one component of alcohol is sugar. So yeah, but sugar, anything's okay in moderation. Of course, not methamphetamine or cyanide, but sugar, a little sugar is okay. But a lot of people get really hooked on it. Throw the book at it. Thank you, Glenn Elliott. You are wonderful. Throw the book at depression. Physical, mental, spiritual, social self-care, lifestyle habits, everything, all 45 things I write about. Hitler wasn't German. Didn't know that. Black dog, yes, I guess yeah, every morning I write down my daily affirmations and goals. I do that too, Taco Plotter. Keeps them in my brain and starts the wheels of healing motion. Taco, you just live up the I-5 corridor. Let's meet in Seattle. Rudy Zavendo, Lazy Eye Ranch. I stopped drinking a few months ago too, but it's hard not to drink when you're a guy in the country where beer drinking is bordering on national sport. Wow. Going out for a drink. Yeah, it's hard, isn't it? You got to find new playmates, playgrounds, and playthings. Where do you live, Rudy Zavendo? Sorry. Craig Beck is an alcohol cessation expert on YouTube. Help me stop drinking. Wow. Thank you. I'll say that. I'll send that on to Noah. Doug, have lunch with Noah. I am drinking again. Is that you, Tony, who's drinking? Or is Noah? I'm not quite sure. So, who is this guy? I need more information on Craig Beck. Would somebody let me know? Lazy Eye, where did you find him? Anyway, I'm going to copy and paste this into my Google account. I'll be right there. All right, I'm back. It is 28 minutes after the hour. Have we only had one contribution from Taco Platter? Oh my goodness. $5. We usually average 30 or 40 years, so maybe you guys are saving up for the Christmas holidays. I don't know, but all right. Fat dragon. I guess it's better to be a fat dragon than a thin dragon. I can't stop worrying. I'm always anxious. Worry is a major problem, but it's a habit of mind. You can change it, just like one of you guys said about reprogramming your thoughts, and I think that was Taco Platter said that OCD is like watching a movie. Well, are you anxious? Because there's two types of anxiety. One is the amygdala type, where you're all wound up just because your nervous system is stressed out, and the other is the prefrontal cortex. You're anxious because you keep overthinking, worrying about things that are never going to happen, catastrophizing. Those are two different types of anxiety, and they both can be treated. One by physiology methods like exercise, and the other by CBT. So Fat Dragon, you might want to look at my video, which talks about both and is very helpful. It's called How to Rewire. Okay. Hey, Tony Issue, why don't you email me if you haven't already, and I will keep you up to date on the podcast, okay? DouglasBlog@gmail.com. I might want to interview you. All right. Let's go hear some more comments. What about saying not everybody can be saved? I mean, many people commit suicide. They could not keep going through the pain. What if I'm slowly not being afraid, thought of dying? Well, if that's the case, Yvonne, you are at risk. And you're right. Not everybody can be saved. Absolutely. But the question is, do you want to be saved? Even if you can't, even if you're afraid that you might do the act, if you in your heart want to be saved, if you want to live, say a prayer about that. Ask your higher power, ask the universe to help you out, and then follow your promptings. The first thing to do is to reach out and work with a qualified mental health professional and start there. And also, if you are a spiritual person, your spiritual community might help. There's also a number I'm going to give you that you can call called Silent Unity that I have given to many people when they've been in despairing, when they've been in despair. So it's 1-816-969-2. Oops, I messed that up, didn't I? Okay, 2000. And the name of that is Silent Unity. Has anybody ever called them here? I know some of you have. Maybe Lazy Eye Ranch. Okay, it's called Silent Unity. There's their number, 1-816-969-2000, and they're open 24 hours a day. KLM seek medical advice. Yes, overmaking it, overwhelmed. That's right, Jason. She needs to see mental health advice. It's like my depression never. Whoops. What did this person say? It feels like my depression never goes over. I think you mean never goes away. Well, a clinical depression is persistent. It is seems like it's always with you. It's really intense, and it's very painful, and it's very hard to get over. But it can be done. Many people on this channel or on this live chat have done it, including me. But you got to reach out for help. Second major step after setting the intention to heal. Sana Ismail, do you think that some antidepressants, mood stabilizers, or other medications can prolong the duration of the depressive episode or worsen it? Well, I am not allowed to give, medical information over the internet, but that's for something that you should talk to your doctor about. But in general, antidepressants and mood stabilizers are supposed to help make the depression or make the bipolar disorder better, not worsen it. If it does worsen it, then you stop taking it and try something else. Prolong the duration doesn't seem like that to me, but they may not work, and therefore the depression is going on. That's what happened with me. But I think that if you have questions about these things, find a good psychiatrist, find a good nurse practitioner, and work with that person. Antidepressants, mood stabilizers definitely have their place. For some people, they're essential, like people with bipolar disorder or schizophrenia. But it's a combination of mutually supportive therapies, including medication, including seeing a counselor, including exercise. You have to put all these things together. Like this guy said, throw the book at it. So I would definitely consult a prescriber for your question on antidepressants. You're on your 6th. Well, maybe the 6th time will be the charm, Kim. Best sleep medication was nortriptyline in low dose. Yes, I take its sister, amitriptyline. Used it for 4 months and slept amazing, then tapered off. Well, Taco, you're really doing some really good mental health recovery. What does the doctor who prescribed your meds say? That would be the one to speak to. Yeah, I agree. Marco Antob, Doug, I've developed extreme eye floaters with the first panic attack. What can be the cause? I don't know. You should definitely talk to an ophthalmologist. I had eye floaters for a while, and they went away. Sometimes they're not really serious, and sometimes they can be symptoms of something more serious. So if you have these floaters, call up your local ophthalmologist and get an appointment. Randy Cottle, can't be saved if you can't afford to live and have no money or wage to earn a living wage. Well, poverty sucks. You're absolutely right. It's horrible. And all I can say is I don't know where you live. At least in America, we have some kind of safety net. We have a place called right here in Portland I give money to. It's called the Food Bank, and they give out food to people who don't have any. There's also something called Meals on Wheels that helps senior people like me. I can't believe I'm saying I'm senior when I'm only 26, but anyway, Yeah, I mean, there are social service places you can go to if you're having a hard time, with physical survival, at least in America. But yeah, I don't envy you, but reach out. Maybe there's some friends who can help or some family. Dave Durango, yes, I says to Marco Antov, I had the same issue lately. It's frustrating. Why don't you guys exchange email addresses? Talk to each other, support each other. Misery loves company, as they say, but it also loves support. Rudy's event, no, I'm going on multi-day walks. It's 35 minutes after. We have 71 people watching. Wow, we've broken 70, an all-time high for this channel on a live chat. I guess the holiday depression is good for business. That was a joke because, this is not a business venture. This is a ministry, right? It's all about helping and healing each other. Something magical happens once you walk for 6+ hours for multiple weeks. Yeah, it's called endorphins. It's called neurogenesis in the brain. Anxiety disappears. I don't know how to describe it better. My mind becomes mindless. Well, that's what exercise does. That's why every single psychiatrist recommends exercise for mood disorders. It is the great panacea. Losing faith, riding the Xanax wave is torturous. Yes, well, are you trying to get on it or get off it? And who are you working with? Yeah. Benzodiazepines are a double-edged sword for sure. They can help in the short term, but sometimes people, get on them and it's hard getting off. I'll tell you, Klonopin saved my life in 1996, 97. Anytime I was going to put my fist through a window, I took it and bailed me right out. But fortunately, I took it intermittently. So, Kim Leone, I really hope you're seeing a doctor. What can I do to remove $5 from somebody? I bet it's Chris Geiser. It looks like him. Yes, it is. Thank you, Chris, so much. You're a mensch. That means a person in Yiddish. Thank you for your contribution. No way, I'm 45, a baby of 1974. Right, well, 45 is young. We are in a full-blown benzodiazepine polydrugging epidemic in Florida. Really, Randy Cottle? Who's prescribing all this stuff? Black dog is the answer everyone has been given to Churchill's depression thing. Well, it's absolutely true. What's your email address, please, Tina Z? Douglas Block, first and last name, no periods, no dashes, @gmail.com. If I had a dinner party, I would love to have Douglas and Noah Thomas there. Yes, just make sure you don't serve any alcohol for poor Noah. But Sandra, I'm 41. Wow. You guys are friggin' babies. I can't believe it. And I'm not 26, by the way. I just turned 70. David Holland, 2 here in Liverpool. Brr. -2. Oh my goodness. See, live in the West Coast. Moderate climate. It's weird, but we have to have purpose. Yes, well, it certainly helps things. You crave sweet things when you have low serotonin. That's probably right, Jason. Sugar causes inflammation, and doctors are believing that depression is inflammation of the brain. Well, that's absolutely true. But, inflammation not just the brain, but everywhere. Inflammation is the main creator of disease, whether it's heart disease, mental illness. It's something we have to deal with and get under control. Now, I happen to believe that an anti-inflammatory diet is high in fruits, vegetables, grains, nuts, and seeds, and low in meat and dairy products. So it doesn't mean you shouldn't eat dairy, but they do cause inflammation from what I've read. But I'm not a doctor, and I'm not telling you to not eat them, but this is what I've read. So you might want to do your own research. All right. What else have people been saying? What can I do to remove the depression? Everything. Everything I've been dedicating the last 21 years of my life doing. I don't want to, basically, sound like I'm hawking my book, but, everything I know is in my book, Healing from Depression. And there are many, 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 many other resources besides this one. But if you get a copy of that from Amazon or whatever, it has a whole body, mind, spirit recovery program. So you might want to try getting that from the library, or you might try getting it from Amazon. Books are wonderful, aren't they? $20. You pay a therapist $150. You walk out the office, it's done. You get a book for $20. It's with you for the rest of your life. That's why, ladies and gentlemen, at the age of 29 years old, I decided to become an author, and 41 years later, it has paid off. I don't know if you're into astrology, but my book on introductory astrology is the #1 best-selling book out there. I wrote it with a brilliant woman named Demetra George. It's called Astrology for Yourself. anybody care to check it out. We were co-authors on that one, but Dimitri is really the brilliant astrologer. I've tried a natural antidepressant named, what the hell? Yeah, I don't know it either. I found it really helpful for light depression. Why don't you look up the name and do the translation, will you? I'm sure if you go German New York girl, I'm sure if you go ahead and if you're a German New York girl, how can you live in Germany, New York at the same time? Doesn't sound possible. All right, I had to cut and paste that name of that antidepressant. I wanted to look it up. It is a horrible thing riding the Xanax wave. I'm in the same boat. Well, a lot of people are on, evidently. Radical, that's my problem too. I just got worse. I brought my homeless, mentally ill son back to live with me. I don't know how I can take care of both of us. That is, not to get into politics here, but I remember that Elizabeth Warren, one of the Democratic nominees, said she would be sending people $1,000 a year. I guess that's better than nothing. That's still not a lot. What about a guaranteed wage for everybody? Boy, that would be tough. Where do you get the money? Any advice on how to live with someone who helps someone with schizophrenia? Yes. There's a very, very, very good book. It's a classic called Surviving Schizophrenia. It's the classic in the field. You should look it up. I forgot the name. I'm blocking the name of the author, but E. Fuller Torrey. My God, your memory is still good. Check out that book. And of course, also NAMI, National Alliance on Mental Illness. They have support groups about that. Go to their website. Thyroid issues. Yes, I have thyroid issues too. I'm taking supplemental thyroid. It's really helping me. You're a Sagittarius. Well, the Archer looking towards the sky. Happy birthday. You're right in Sagittarius right now. Jupiter's there. You might be feeling better. Anyway, it's all about the vision, about the purpose, about the spirituality, seeing the big picture. It's a great sign. My editor is a Sag, and so is my godson's brother. They're both having birthdays coming up really soon. All right. Sounds like health anxiety, says Taco about summer. Black Misty 3. Working on doing my degree at the same time, I plan and find myself going down a downward spiral. Procrastination worse than my depression. I'm struggling. Self-discipline. That's hard for a lot of people. Well, you might want to hire a coach and you might want to see a therapist. But yeah, anybody have any idea about how to help Black Misty 3 develop self-discipline? Taco, it's turned into a spiral depression since I'm afraid to work out now. Summer, well, Summer Llamas, time to call in the troops and get some help. Marco Antov, Dave Durango, can you please share your email so we can exchange experiences regarding eye floaters? What a great idea. All right, so I think someone's going to share their email right here. It looks like it. Hold on. goldhunter27@gmail.com is the email address of Dave Durango, so Marco and Dave can share their experiences of eye floaters. Very good, you guys. Oh yeah, another guy that helps me is the anxiety guy on Facebook. Yeah, I've heard of him. Whoops. Sorry, I bumped my thing here. Let me go ahead and get down there too. Cut and paste that. Okay. Now we're coming back to Safari. 43 minutes after the hour, 69 people watching, a lot of people, only 2 contributions, I believe. Wow. Christmas time, a great time for generosity. All right. Summer I had the same. I was on a treadmill. I thought I was having a heart attack. I do very low LISS cardio. What that means, low intensity, sustained something, right? Tell me what that means. Sandra says, I never liked anti-anxiety meds, neither did I. They make me loopy. You often say that the only rule of the universe has changed. My condition has not changed for 4 months. No, 4 months, no. Of course you're not doomed. 4 months is in the cosmic time is a fraction of a microsecond. It seems like 4 years when you're depressed, but no, you are not doomed. You need to tell yourself that there is hope and things will change for the better. All right, Summer Lamas is sharing her email with Kim. Here's my email to keep in touch and support, sla22@hotmail.com. Very good. Marco Antov, I also stream every night if you'd like to come in. I wonder what you're streaming about. One more. 3 years after stopping medication, I still get anxiety attacks when I get into the restaurant to eat alone. Should I take medication or fight myself through it? Well, that's again a question for your doctor. Evidently, restaurants are a trigger. There's a way to desensitize yourself to that. So I would consult both a psychiatrist and a good anxiety therapist. The general rule is that if you can use CBT to work with fear in those situation triggers, that's always the first route is to go, conservative, and then bring in the medications when nothing else works. But you need to talk to your doctor and to your therapist. But I'm telling you, that's what the general protocol is. But I'm sure you can get over your fear of restaurants. That's a kind of a phobia trigger. Deep breathing, lots of things you can do with your mind. Square breathing to deal with that. Okay, Dave Durango says, Marco Antov, though my channel and stream aren't mental health related, we do discuss a lot of these topics. I'll be having a weekly stream dedicated to mental health starting next week. Well, Dave Durango, why don't you send me the link? I'd love to come and watch it. That's my Patreon if you want to become a monthly sustainer. And here is douglasbog@gmail.com. Send me a link to your live stream. I'd love to go watch it. My son was sleeping in a crawl space under a church because it was freezing and snowy. Someone noticed, called the sheriff. Instead of walking him, he saturated him with pepper spray instead of waking him. God, what is going on where you live? This is horrible treatment of the mentally ill. You need to call up NAMI and do some complaining. You know how to get a hold of them? Lazy Eye Ranch. Anybody who has a child with a mental illness needs to be in touch with this group. www.nami.org. I want you to go visit their website, and I want you to go reach out to them if you already haven't done so. Thanks for keeping me alive. Yes, 35 kroner. Well, whatever that translates to is great. Well, you deserve to stay alive. 4 months is nothing. Look, you can email me anytime you want. I'm on a mission to help people stay alive when they're despairing, and I will even send you a couple of free chapters from my new book. So email me, Sana. I think you already have, but do it again. Bandits, Mina, promise me the depression goes over if it feels like it'll never. Yeah, well, guess what? Depression lies about the future. Everybody, let's say it together. Depression lies about the future. One more time. Depression lies about the future. It tells you you're never going to get well. That's a big fat lie. People do get through it. I have a video called Depression Lies About the Future. You need to watch it. Now, your brain is telling you, no, there's no hope. Get it over with. Leave this life. You're never going to get better. That's a lie. So what do you need? You need other people around to basically call it out and tell you, no, there's a different reality. You can and will get better if you hang in there. We need support. When the depression is that strong, it can talk us to anything. So watch videos like mine. Watch other videos like Noah's. Reach out to see a counselor. There's internet counselors. There's so much help out there. But you have to reach out and ask for it. Michael Stageman, it's nice to see you after all these weeks. Yes, part of depression is that you believe it's forever. It is not. Thank you, Michael, or M-I-C-H-E-L. That might be Michelle. Hey, why don't you exchange emails with Bandits, Mina, and you guys can support her or him. That would be great. Mental illness corrupts your thoughts. That is so true, Jason. Jason's a world of wonderful wiseness. But there's only one problem with Jason today. What is the one problem with Jason today? He hasn't told me any jokes. Jason, oh, my battery is low, 10%. Well, we're going to run out of steam before this is over. Maybe I can turn down the light. Let me see. Hold on. What do I need to do? How do I make this dimmer? No, the opposite. Yeah, that might help. Is that affecting how you see me or not? I turned the screen down. I'm going to try something. I'm going to turn off the 48 volt thing and see if you can still hear me. Let let me go get my mic box. Hold on. Yeah, we have to do something to make sure this computer doesn't die on us. I'm going to try one thing. Give me a second. Testing 1, 2. You can still hear me, can't you? Oh, that's great. I just turned off the auxiliary power. That's going to save battery time. Also, I'm going to get an extension, a power cord today. That's going to make things a lot better. You're out of jokes? Need some more? Okay, I'll tell you. Please advise the medication time Well, that should take care of it. There should be sound now. You're out of here. Love you. See you all next week. Bye, Taco. Joke, please. Always counting on you and coming up with the funny. Audio is back. Well, that's why I have to turn on the 48 volt. Okay, so here's the deal. I'm going out and getting a power cord this week so I can turn on 48 volt on my PreSonus box and not run out of gas. But we are going to run out of gas, so I'll give you like a 1 minute warning. In the meantime, Joke says, Mr. Brooklyn. Well, I'm going to have to do the shortcut. I have better jokes than this, but Mr. Brooklyn, MJ Brooklyn, you asked for one? Oh. I taught math for 40 years. What was my favorite dessert? MJ Brooklyn, pie. Also, for you guys in Great Britain, who invented the round table? Was it Sir Lancelot? Was it Sir Gawain? Was it Sir Arthur? No, it was circumference. Okay, MG Brooklyn, 2 good puns, huh? One more. What did the lumberjacks say to the tree? You know, here's Oregon. This used to all be about lumber, you know, back when I was growing up in the 60s. But what did the what did the lumberjack say to the tree? I have an axe to grind with you. 3 bad puns. I hope you're happy. What are good books to read when having an existential crisis? Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl, #1. Oh, I missed it. Glad to see you regardless. Keep it up, mate. Hey, Yannick Padma, you can go watch this online in about an hour. It'll be up in the public. Man's Search for Meaning, of course. Sandra, I love you. You must live in Viktor Frankl. Sandra, you and I have the same tastes in metaphysical literature. Oh, yeah, Brian Django says, great book. Yes, if you're going to read a book that's going to change your life, I read it in college. There are certain things in life that are game changers. Man's Search for Meaning was one of them. The Road Less Traveled by M. Scott Peck was another one. The New Testament was another one. I am a person who thirsts for knowledge and wisdom and out of my friggin' suffering, which I've had since I've been a kid. However, in reaching out to get out of suffering, you learn a lot of things you can share with people. So pain can be a good thing. You can become a wounded healer. And one of the greatest wounded healers of all time was my idol, Bill Wilson, who founded Alcoholics Anonymous. You should go rent a movie called My Name is Bill W. that was made for television. The best damn thing on Bill Wilson ever created. Mobius Zero, does anybody know any YouTube channels that deal with racism? I don't know, but you can just put it up there and see what happens. But you should really read a book on it, and you should also go see a therapist, talk about it. I guess I have more data than I thought. I still have 4 gigs. Hope my internet comes back soon. Without it, my only link to the outside world is sometimes, hey, do you have give me your cell phone number, Lazy Eye Ranch. When I'm down in Palm Springs, I'll give you a ring. I've been in a non-stop existential crisis for 32 years, says Dave Durango. The book that has helped me the most is Walden, of course, another game changer. Two Fish in the Tank once says here, how do you drive this thing? Not quite sure what that means. That movie was awesome. Richard Hope or Hoppy, thank you. Richard, tell everybody about that movie, My Name is Bill W. Completely underrated. But James Woods won an Emmy, so somebody was paying attention. That needs to be required listening or watching at every AA meeting in the world. Look to Buddhism. Try the channel Buddhism Society of Western Australia. Ajahn Brahm. Oh my God. Sandra, you know about Ajahn Brahm. Oh my God, you and I really are thinking along the same paths. Viktor Frankl and Ajahn Brahm, 2 amazing, amazing people. Guess what? It's 12:59. We end in 1 minute and there's still 4% left on the computer. We made it. All right, so this week, into the holidays, what are you going to do to take care of yourselves? No one is, by the way, tell me what you're thankful for. Well, I'm thankful that I feel gratitude. I get to hang out with you guys an hour every Sunday. So I want you to all take good care of yourselves. I want you to exercise. I want you to sleep. I want you to eat well. I want you to basically reach out for support, be with people you trust and love. And also, it's the time of giving, you know. There's always someone worse off than you are. We have the Oregon Food Bank here. There are people in this great city of Portland who don't have enough food, even though it's incredibly wealthy. Well, give $5 to the food bank in your area. Give $1 to the Salvation Army. Give something. Because if you can do one thing to improve a person's life, however small, it's worth being here on the planet, no matter how much pain you're in. So I want you all to contribute to some worthy cause. I want you to take care of yourself, love yourself, tell yourself you're a good person, say hello to your relatives, and don't eat too much turkey because, you know, that animal died for you. Let's have some vegan turkey, shall we? All right. Yes, every morning is a chance for a new start. Jason, you're wise. Yeah, that's right. Booster and Jeeves. That's P.J. Woodhouse is a great author. You guys are really smart. So everybody stay in touch with each other using email addresses. This video will be public in about 30 minutes, so you can watch it if you came in late. And did you hear about the scientist who froze to absolute zero? He's okay now. Not quite sure what the joke is. Froze to absolute zero. I don't know, when you freeze to absolute zero, you're basically, you know, in a state of, what do you call it, cryogenics. Anyway, thank you, Randy. Thank you, Yvain. Thank you, Dave. 2 cows standing in a pasture. A young bull comes up and by and says, hello, ladies. One of the cows says, moo. The other cow thought to herself, damn, I was going to say that. Still don't get it. Well, 0 degrees Kelvin, that's what you mean. 0 degrees Celsius, temperature measure. I know what 0 degrees Kelvin is. I took physics. Anyway, I don't know what's funny about freezing to absolute zero, but there must be something I'm missing. Okay, it's 0 degrees Celsius. I didn't know that. Where is that from? No, it must be from the UK. We have Fahrenheit in America. All right, so again, love yourself, love others, contribute, and until we meet again, I wish you the best in mental health recovery. We will be here on Sunday, December 8th, 15th, 22nd, 29th, and then New Year's Day, and $5 from Sandra. Well, thank you very much. So you don't live in the UK. Where do you live? We put this. This chat will go on for 10 more minutes after I sign off. So let me know where you live. Good work with Man's Search for Meaning and whatever else you. Oh, Ajahn Brahm, yeah. What a cool guy. Everybody should listen to him, by the way. And it's, what is it? The Buddhist Society of Australia. All right, everybody. Talk to you later.